In the heart of the frozen frontier, where endless white stretches to the horizon, survival demands impossible choices. This isn't just a landscape. It's a test of endurance, a place where humanity has carved out an existence against all odds. Here, ancient traditions are not just remembered. They are lived every single day. Deep within this vast snow-covered expanse, the Yakut nomads make their home. Their lives are woven into the very fabric of the seasons, moving with the rhythm of the land. For them, the reindeer are not pets or simple livestock. They are life itself. They provide food, clothing, and the means to travel. The bond between the people and their herds is sacred, a partnership forged over millennia of shared hardship and mutual dependence. Today is a somber day. It is the hardest day of their year. The air is thick with a quiet tension as the men prepare. Knives, honed to a razor's edge, glint in the pale morning light. Ropes are gathered, coiled with practiced hands. Their faces are solemn, etched with the gravity of the task ahead. This is a day of sacrifice, a day that ensures the survival of the community through the long, unforgiving winter. By the warmth of a crackling fire, an elder speaks. His voice is quiet, but his words carry the weight of generations. The young hunters listen intently, their breath turning to mist in the frigid air. It is the elders who hold the wisdom of the tribe. They must decide which animals from the herd must be sacrificed so that the rest, and the people who depend on them, can live. It's a heavy burden, a decision based on a deep understanding of the delicate balance of their world. The call goes out, and the herd is gathered. Hundreds of reindeer, a swirling mass of fur and antlers, are guided into a large corral built from snow and wood. The air fills with the sounds of the animals, their calls echoing across the silent landscape. This isn't chaos. It's a ritual of balance. It is nature's harsh mercy, a cycle of life and death that has played out in these frozen lands for centuries. Before the work begins, there is a moment of profound stillness. The hunters, clad in thick furs, bow their heads against the falling snow. A silent prayer is offered, a gesture of deep respect for the animals that will sustain them. Before the blade, there is always respect. It is an acknowledgement of the life that will be given, a promise that nothing will be taken for granted. Then, the butchering begins. The process is a whirlwind of focused activity. Blades flash in the cold air, their movements precise and efficient. Steam rises, mixing with the blood and the biting wind. From a distance, it's a scene of organized, almost poetic motion. Every cut is practiced, fast, and merciful. This is not an act of cruelty, but a necessary and respectful harvest, performed with an expertise passed down through countless generations. While the men work, the women are a hive of activity near the fires. They take the freshly harvested meat, salting and preparing it for preservation. Their hands move with a rhythm born of long practice. In this harsh environment, waste is not an option. Nothing is wasted. Every bone, every drop, has a purpose. The hides will become clothing and shelter. The bones will be carved into tools, and the meat will feed the tribe for months to come. Nearby, the children watch. They stand silently, their eyes wide, not with fear, but with a solemn understanding. There is no shielding them from the realities of their existence. They learn early that survival is never gentle. They are witnessing a fundamental lesson about life, death, and the responsibilities they will one day inherit. This is how their culture, their resilience, is passed on. As the sun begins its descent, casting a warm orange glow across the snow, the sleds begin to fill. They are loaded high with meat, hides, and other essential supplies, ready for the next migration. The forest, which just hours before was a place of quiet anticipation, has now provided for the tribe. By sunset, the forest will feed the tribe for months, a testament to their skill and their deep connection to this land. As dusk settles, an elder performs a ritual. He burns sacred herbs and pieces of antler in a small metal bowl, the fragrant smoke curling upwards into the darkening sky. It is a prayer of gratitude to the spirits of the herd, a gesture of thanks for the sustenance they have provided. This act closes the circle, honoring the sacrifice and ensuring the continued goodwill of the natural world they inhabit. Suddenly, the wind picks up, whipping snow into a frenzy. A storm is approaching, and the sky itself seems to rush them. The nomads work with renewed urgency, tying down supplies and securing their camp. The storm waits for no one. Their movements are a race against the encroaching darkness and the fury of the elements, a dance they have perfected over 1,000 winters. Against the onslaught of the blizzard, the campfires burn brighter. They are beacons of warmth and life in the icy landscape. Meat is hung on poles to smoke and dry by the glowing embers. The people battle the relentless cold, not with brute strength, but with rhythm, with a deep, instinctual knowledge of how to endure. 1,000 winters have taught them how to live in harmony with the harshest of conditions. Night falls, and the storm consumes the forest. The world outside the tents is a whirlwind of white. But inside, there is a faint, warm glow. In the darkness, the tribe sleeps peacefully, sheltered and secure. They trust in what their hard work has earned them, the warmth of their fires, the food that will sustain them, and the strength of their community. Morning breaks with a breathtaking calm. The storm has passed, and the rising sun paints the new fallen snow in shades of gold and rose. The world is reborn, pristine and silent. In the distance, the reindeer herd grazes quietly. The herd remains alive, safe, smaller, but stronger. The sacrifice has ensured their future, and with it, the future of the tribe. By the fire, an old man sips a warm drink, steam rising from his cup to mingle with his breath. His face is a map of deep wrinkles, but his eyes are gentle and clear. To outsiders, it seems cruel, he might say. To them, it's the only way to live. His words hold no judgment, only the quiet wisdom of one who has lived a life in complete alignment with the laws of nature. With the dawn of the new day, life begins to stir again. The nomads start to pack their sleds and dismantle their tents. The camp is a flurry of purposeful activity as they prepare to move on. Life here never stops. It only moves. They follow the herds, and the herds follow the seasons, in a constant nomadic journey across the frozen wilderness. The caravan forms a long, dark line against the brilliant white of a frozen river. Sleds, laden with their entire world, are pulled by the strong, steady reindeer. The sun glints off the ice as they move forward, leaving behind the ashes of their fires. They leave behind the past, and they carry the future forward with every step. By the next day, the site of the camp will be almost unrecognizable. Faint footprints will be the only sign that anyone was ever there, and soon, even those will be erased by the wind and snow. Tomorrow, it'll be as if no one ever lived here. The land reclaims itself, holding the memory of the nomads until they return once more. In a world of endless cold, where life hangs by the most delicate of threads, survival is not an act of brutality. It is an act of profound and delicate balance. It is respect to this community, and it is a deep, unwavering connection to the earth. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please consider subscribing for more journeys into the heart of our world.